A community in shock, the deadly attack on Manchester's Jewish congregation. On October 2nd, 2025, tragedy struck the Jewish community in Manchester during Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the year in Judaism. A man drove a car into worshippers outside the Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation synagogue in Crumpsall, then exited the vehicle and attacked people with a knife. The synagogue and its congregation are now left reeling from a violent attack that claimed lives and shattered a sense of safety. The incident began around 9:31 a.m. local time when the attacker drove a car toward pedestrians near the synagogue. The assailant then got out, brandished a knife, and began stabbing people. Police responded quickly. Just 7 minutes after their call, armed officers shot and killed the attacker. Authorities initially suspected the presence of an explosive device. A bomb disposal unit was deployed as a precaution, though no viable device was confirmed. In the aftermath, 2 people died, both members of the Jewish community, and 3 others were seriously wounded. Several additional arrests were made as police launched a counter-terrorism investigation. 3 suspects were detained. Though full motives remain under investigation, authorities are treating the incident as a terrorism case, with anti-Semitism suspected as a driving factor. The UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer condemned the attack as vile and said he would do everything we can to keep our Jewish community safe. He cut short a trip abroad to return for an emergency security meeting. Across the country, security forces have been mobilized to increase visible protection at synagogues and Jewish communal sites. In London, the Metropolitan Police announced extra patrols near Jewish institutions, even as authorities stated there was no specific threat to the capital at present. Local leaders in Manchester, including Mayor Andy Burnham, expressed solidarity with the Jewish community and vowed unity against division. The attack has left the Jewish community in Manchester and across the UK in mourning and deep concern. Many have voiced that they feel vulnerable in a place where they long believed prayer and worship were safe. In Crumpsall, neighbors and residents said they were shocked and found it hard to reconcile such violence with the normally peaceful, multicultural fabric of their community. Some fear that extremist actors or far-right groups might exploit the act to sow divisions or gain traction. This attack, observed on Yom Kippur, when synagogues would typically be full, carries a symbolic weight. It is not just an assault on individuals, but also an assault on religious identity and sanctuary. The Manchester attack comes amid growing tensions and recorded anti-Semitic incidents across the UK. In the first half of 2025 alone, the Community Security Trust, CST, documented 1,521 anti-Semitic incidents, the second highest ever recorded for a half-year period. A survey by the Institute for Jewish Policy Research, JPR, reveals increasing unease. 35% of British Jews now say they feel unsafe in the country, compared to only 9% in 2023. Almost half, 47%, view anti-Semitism as a very big problem, up dramatically from past years. Even before this recent attack, the Jewish community has been navigating amplified risk, emotional strain, and debates around identity in the shadow of geopolitical conflicts. Manchester's Jewish community now faces critical questions. How will congregations and community leaders balance openness and security? What long-term measures will authorities adopt to protect religious minorities? How will a sense of trust and normalcy be rebuilt after such a deeply unsettling event? While investigations continue into the attacker's motivations and broader networks, the immediate need is care for the victims, vigilance for vulnerable communities, and solidarity across faiths and society to resist normalization of hatred.